Good morning, everyone. In branch accounting, we studied in earlier videos that branches of two types, the domestic branches and the foreign branches. We studied about domestic branches. Now we study about foreign branches. What are foreign branches? Foreign branches are those which are situated outside India. These branches keep complete record and send a copy of their trial balance to head office. Before preparing accounts relating to foreign branch, the information is to be converted in the currency of head office country. Head office currency. So here is an Indian company which is having a branch in London. The branch prepares trial balance in London's currency. For preparing final accounts, it will have to be converted in Indian currency because head office is in India. So the exchange rate of currencies relating to the head office country and the country of the branch remains sometimes fixed and sometimes fluctuating. Fixed rate of exchange. If the rate of exchange of head office currency and branch currency remains moderately fixed, then the items given in the trial balance, except the following items, are converted on the fixed rate. The balance of branch account shown in the books of head office is taken equal to the balance of head office shown in the trial balance of branch account. And the amount of money sent by the branch to the head office and by head office to branch are converted on the exchange rate which was prevalent on the day the money was sent. Now, fluctuating rate of exchange. If rate of exchange of countries of head office and branch office are not fixed, then the trial balance received from the branch cannot be converted at a particular exchange rate. In such case, each item of trial balance is to be converted on the rate which is proper according to its nature. So we have some items on which are converted at different exchange rates. In such condition, three exchange rates are used, that is exchange rate at the beginning of the year, then exchange rate at the end of the year, and the average exchange rate during the year. And average rate is calculated as opening exchange rate plus closing exchange rate divided by 2. So different exchange rates used for different items. So for fixed assets and fixed liabilities, exchange rate prevalent at the time of purchase of fixed assets or at the time of making the payment for fixed assets, and fixed liabilities are converted on exchange rate which was prevalent on the day when the liability was incurred. Current assets and current liabilities will be converted at the exchange rate at the end of the year, and revenue items, all the items relating to profit and loss, income and expenditure are converted into average rate of exchange during the year. Depreciation will be converted at the same exchange rate on which the asset was converted. Opening stock will be converted at the exchange rate at beginning of the year, and closing stock will be converted at exchange rate at the end of the year. Provision for bad debts will be converted on which debtors have been converted, and remittances exchange rate prevalent on the day of remittance of money. Head office account. The balance of head office account in the branch trial balance is taken equal to the balance of branch account in head office. Exchange suspense or difference in exchange account. The totals of debit and credit side of converted trial balance are not generally equal. There remains some difference on conversion on the basis of different exchange rates used. This difference is written in. So we will understand this foreign branch by taking an example. So here is the example. Following was the trial balance as at 31st December 2016 of Delhi branch of an English firm having head office in London. So Head office is in London and branch is in Delhi. Name of ledger accounts, debit balance in rupees and credit balance in rupees is given in the question. Stock on 1st January 2016, 1,26,000. Purchases and sales, 7,50,000 and 11,25,000. Debtors and creditors, 3,30,000 and 2,60,000. Bills receivable and bills payable, 1,04,000 and 91,000. Salaries and wages, 48,000. Rent rates and taxes, 51,000. Furniture, 49,100. Cash at bank, 2,89,900. And London head office account, that is 3,32,000. And total of trial balance is given 18,08,000. On December 31st, 2016, stock was valued at rupees 3,25,000. So this is the closing stock, and stock given in the trial balance is opening stock. The debit balance of the branch account in London books on 31st December 2016 was 5,360 pounds, and furniture account appeared at 700 pounds. Exchange rate on 31st December 2015 was 70 rupees. Exchange rate on 31st December 2016 was rupees 65, and average rate of exchange was 60. So rate at the beginning of the year is 70, at the end of the year is 65, and average rate is 60 rupees. Prepare the branch profit and loss account and the balance sheet in the head office books. So first of all, we will convert the trial balance of rupees into trial balance of pounds, that is of head office currency. So here we are having stock, opening stock, which is 1,26,000. Exchange rate is 70 rupees, so we will convert 1,26,000 into pounds. So we will divide 1,26,000 divide by 70 rupees, and we get 1,800 pounds. Then sales and purchases is given 7,50,000 and 11,25,000. So uh, all the items of profit and loss account and income and expenditure accounts are converted on average rate, and here our average rate is 60 rupees. So we will convert these purchases and sales amount by taking the exchange rate of rupees 60. So 7,50,000 divided by 60, we get 12,500 pounds, and 11,25,000 divided by 60, we get 18,750 pounds. Then debtors and creditors, 3,90,000 and 2,60,000, and debtors and creditors are converted at the exchange rate prevalent at the end of the year, which is rupees 65. So we will divide 3,90,000 by 65 and 2,60,000 by 65, and we get 6,000 pounds as debtors and 4,000 pounds as creditors. Same as BR and BP, that is bills receivable and bills payable, that is given in rupees 1,04,000 and 91,000, and we will convert it by the closing exchange rate, and we get 1,600 pounds and 1,400 pounds. Then salaries and wages, 48,000. It will be converted by taking average exchange rate, and it comes as 800 pounds. Rent rates and taxes, same as salaries and wages. Here is 51,000 rupees, and we will convert it by taking average exchange rate, and it comes as 850 pounds. Furniture, 49,100 rupees is given, and 700 pounds is also given in the question for furniture. Cash at bank, 2,89,900. So it will be converted at the exchange rate at the end of the year, that is 65 rupees, and it comes as 4,460 pounds. London head office account, that is 3,32,000 rupees, and we will it is also given in the question in pounds, that is 5,360 pounds. So here is the total of debit and credit in rupees, and here is the total of uh, credit side in pounds, that is 29,510 pounds. So here is the difference between debit and credit of rupees 800, which comes in difference in exchange account or exchange suspense account. Then closing stock, that is given in the question as 3,25,000 rupees. It will be converted at the exchange rate prevalent at the end of the year, that is 65 rupees. So it comes 5,000 pounds. Then in the books of head office, we will make Delhi branch trading and P&L account. So here is the opening stock and the opening stock in pounds, which we have calculated earlier in trial balance, that is 1800 rupees. Then to purchases 12,500 pounds. Buy sales 18,750 pounds. Buy closing stock 5,000 pounds. And the difference will be the gross profit, that is 9,450 pounds. Then we will transfer this gross profit to the P&L account. Buy gross profit 9,450 pounds. Then here we write the expenses: to salaries 800 pounds, to rent rates and taxes 850 pounds, to difference in exchange, that is 800 pounds, and the difference will be the net profit which is transferred to balance sheet, that is 7,000 rupees. Sorry, 7,000 pounds. After trading and P&L account, we will make balance sheet as at 31st December 2016. So in balance sheet, at liability side we write sundry creditors, that is 4,000 pounds, bills payable 1,400 pounds, London head office account 5,360 pounds, and we add net profit that is calculated in the P&L account, that is rupees 7,000. So here it is 12,360 pounds. Then cash at bank 4,460 pounds, closing stock 5,000 pounds, debtors 6,000 pounds, bills receivable 1,600 pounds, and furniture 700 pounds. And here the total of the balance sheet tallies. This liability side is 17,760 pounds, and asset side is also 17,760 pounds. So this is the example of foreign branch.